In this video, we will discuss the new method needed to run a SCORM debug log for a SCORM formatted course. The SCORM debug log can show many things to help you troubleshoot different issues your course may be experiencing. We must ensure we are in a role which can launch an online course in the LMS. This is normally the learner role. Navigate to the course in your system, and then you need to open and launch the course through normal methods. When you launch the course, the main browser screen will change to a white screen with the statement, "We launched your course in a new window, but if you do not see it, a pop-up blocker may be preventing it from opening. Please disable pop-up blockers for this site." Or you may see something that says, "Your course has been launched in a new window," depending on the browser that you're in. When you see this screen, you will also have the course open in another window. First thing you need to do is click on the white screen with the text in it, and then you need to press the F12 key, and that will open up the developer tool for that specific browser. This will be applicable in i.e. Internet Explorer 11, in Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, and Firefox. Pressing the F12 will open up the developer tools. In Chrome, you will click in the console at the bottom, and then next to this right facing arrow, and you will begin typing Debug.ShowAllAvailableData, and you will need to have the open and close parens at the end, and then press enter. When you do this, the SCORM debug log will open up. Now you can take your course and run your course like normal and navigate through the course, complete the course as needed, what have you. Then, if you find that the course is not updating in your debug log, you can right-click and click Reload, and that will reload the debug log if there's any additional data. Or you can click the Refresh All tab or link up here in the window, and that'll refresh it if there's anything new that is needed. And then you can close the course. And as you close the course, you can see that any new data that the course presents will be populated as well. Here you can see the Save Debug Log, and if we click this, you may be able to get a link such as this, and you will use this link to save the debug log and use it to share with other people, and also review it for later purposes. So if you save it, you will need to save this link, and it's just a matter of copying it, pasting it someplace else, or what have you. And then you'll always have that debug log. So that is in Google Chrome, and in Internet Explorer 11, we can see that most of the steps are going to be the same. We can see that our message is different. It is the course has been launched in a new window message, but we will still click in this window. We will press the F12 and we will get the debugger. Now we will click in the console again. This time, instead of clicking in the main part of the window, we are going to click in the bottom console input window, and again we will type Debug.ShowAllData, and once it populates, we can just click on it, and again we need to do an open and close parens, and then we just press the enter key, and that will launch that command, and again we will get our debug window. The log will come up, and again we can navigate through the course and do all of the things that we need to do in the course. And once we get done, we can close it, and again we can see that the debug log will refresh, and again we can click the Save Debug Log, and we may or may not get an option. So here we see that we get an error message. If you get an error message, then basically it's not able to save. Um, so what you need to do in those instances would be to what you would need to do is click the expand all, and this will expand everything in the debug log, and then you will need to copy out this and paste it into a Word document. So this will provide all of the information needed for any future troubleshooting for that course. Now we will look at Internet Explorer, or excuse me, now we will look at Firefox, and we can see that Firefox is very similar to both Chrome and Internet Explorer. So the course will come up, we'll click on our window, we will see our message, your course has been launched in a new window. We press the F12 key, and we can see that we have our developer debug tools here. Down at the bottom, we will begin typing debug, and as we can see, it starts to continue or complete what we are typing. So we can see we have show all available data. We're going to click on that. Again, we need to put in the close and the open and close parens, and we can move this over, and we can continue taking the course just like we did before. And let's go ahead and get to the quiz because that's where all the important stuff is. And yep, and yep, and oh, I'm all done. Oh, I don't need to do any more. Our course completes. We can try to save it, and let's see if we get an error. We do get an error, so again, what we'll need to do is do the expand all, copy and paste into a Word document or some other text document. So that way the contents of the debug will be saved and can be reviewed by other teams. So this concludes our demonstration of how to open up a SCORM debug log in the LMS.